Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Sandra's Homespun Cooking. If you're new here, my name is Sandra. I'm glad you've chose to join me today. In today's video, I don't have any particular recipe, but I thought I would just record me trying to make a good steak in the Ninja grill. Now, right here I have a New York strip steak. This is a grass-fed strip steak. And the only thing I'm disappointed about is it's very uneven in how they cut it. So like, it's thicker here and thinner here. But that's okay. We'll work with what we got. I know this side right here is going to get done quicker and be more done than the thicker part. But if I don't overcook it, hopefully it'll still be a good steak. So I've allowed this to set out for about 20 minutes or so. So the only thing I'm going to do right now is to season both sides with some salt and pepper. So I have my steak seasoned on both sides, so I'm just going to allow that to continue to set there for a moment. And I'm going to get the Ninja FOODI grill out and get the setting set on it and allow it to preheat before I place my steak down on the grill. Okay, so I need to turn my Ninja FOODI on. And I'm going to use the grill function, and I'm going to go up to the third flame, which it's already there for me. I'm going to leave the temperature set at 500, and I'm going to set the time for about, I'm going to put it for 5 minutes. And I'm going to click start here in a minute, but I want you to be able to hear me. But I'm going to allow this to preheat here in just a moment. And once it gets preheated, my steak will be ready to go onto the grill. Now what I'm going to do before I put the steak on the grill is put a few little pats of butter on top of the steak before I place it in the grill. So you'll see what I'm doing here in a minute. So for now I'm going to go ahead and click start and allow this to preheat. Okay, my Ninja has preheated. I hope you can hear me over top of the Ninja. But I've already went ahead and put me some pats of butter on top of my steak. So I'm just going to place my steak down on the grill now. Oh, my butter's still off. There we go. I'm going to place my lid and allow that to go for about 5 minutes, and then I'll check the temperature of the meat and see how far it has cooked. Okay, I've let this cook for about 4 minutes, and I'm so nervous I'm going to ruin my steak. So I'm going to go ahead and check the temperature and see what it's reading at right now. Yeah, it still likes a little ways to go. So I'm just going to turn this steak over, and I'm going to put my lid down, allow it to cook for another minute or two, and test it again. Okay, my other 2 minutes are up, so I'm going to check the temperature of my steak again. Okay, it's almost where I want it to be. And I know this thinner part's cooked a lot more done. So I'm going to let it go for another minute. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's better. It's not perfect, but I believe it's going to still be a good steak. So I'm going to remove this steak over to my cutting board. I'm going to cover it with some tin foil and allow it to rest for a little bit. So I'm going to allow my steak to rest. Usually about 15 minutes is a good average time to let your steak rest. And after 15 minutes I'll come back and cut into this thing and see how she turned out. Alright guys, it's been about 15 minutes. I've patiently waited for the steak to rest. I've been smelling it the whole time. It smells so good. I tell you, my belly is sticking to my backbone. So I'm ready to cut into this steak, and I'm hoping for the best. Either way, I'm going to eat it anyway because I'm starving to death now. So I'm going to just go ahead and take my aluminum foil off of there. She's still good and hot. And I'm going to try to slice some of this up. Let's see here. Now the thinner part of the steak still got a little bit of pink, so that's good. Maybe the rest of it won't be overcooked. I like mine to be a little bit more pink. Get these pieces out. Now we're getting to the little bit thicker part. I'll raise this steak up so you can see it better. So that looks good. I actually like mine a little bit more pink than that. But as long as it's at least that pink, I'm good. To me, if you cook it past that, you run a good steak. But everybody has their own preference, and that's okay. My husband likes his cooked well done. He says char the thing. That's what he tells them when he, like if we go out to eat or something. And I'm like, why would you ruin an expensive steak? There's a nice piece there. Now it's getting to be where this is how I like my steak. I tell them medium, but I like it to be on a little bit the lighter end of medium. I don't like it overly cooked, but I don't want it rare. So I'm just going to continue to slice up this steak, and I'm going to plate it up here in just a minute, and I'm going to give it a good taste. I have me a little bit of potato salad. This ain't homemade, I know, shame, shame. I just got this at Sam's yesterday. It's not too bad. It's a little rich and a little bit on the sweet side, but it's pretty good potato salad. And then I have my steak. I'm going to save the other half of it for my son, because I'm sure he will want to dive into that here in a minute. It's just me and him here today, so this will make us a great lunch. Alright, let me get my fork and try this out. Oh, it's so tender. It melts in your mouth. Seasoned just right. Oh, it's delicious. I could just eat the steak without the potato salad and be happy. My puppy dog's in here watching me. She's like, you got any scraps for me? So I thank you all for joining me today. Hopefully I'll get out some more videos soon. I've had a time and a half with my cameras, my phones, everything. Seems like everything I've went to do lately is kind of went downhill, but hopefully I get everything lined out and I can start getting some more videos out to you. So until next time, guys, keep cooking.